What's up everyone, I'm at the Jeddah City Walk. I'm at the Jeddah City Walk. I'm here to try out the 10 out of 10 burger, Mike Majlak's burger, and I'm really curious to know what a 10 out of 10 burger tastes like. I'm gonna find out. Actually opened last year, but I was never hyped to come because I just hate crowds. But the main reason I came here, the anime world and the stage, which Saudi theatre that's making a comeback with Egyptian theatre, which was a huge thing back in the day, and now it's having a resurgence. Me as a producer, it's very exciting for me here in Saudi that all of that is making a comeback.
مندوب مراجع مولد النبي. انا مندوب مراجع مولد النبي. خلي بالك يا رياض، انت كده بتلعب معانا وتلعب معانا يستحمل. هتعمل ايه يعني؟
يلا بسم الله. دبن فوز. دبن فوز.
The toys, guys. Indiana Jones playing. Do you know who Mike Majlak is? He's a co-host on Impulsive with Logan Paul, one of the most successful podcasts on YouTube. He also does burger reviews. He goes all over the world trying different burgers and claims this is a 10 out of 10 burger. I'm very curious to know what a 10 out of 10 burger tastes like, and find out for myself if it is worth the hype. I've got a bunch of my foodie friends here. We'll see what they think. The main reason that I am here is what is behind me, and that is Mike Majlak's 10 out of 10 burger. It's a tester for his first burger shop. He's testing it out, then he plans to open chains in LA from what I understood, or in the US. And this is just a tester. And we'll see if it really is a 10 out of 10. I've got a bunch of my foodie friends here, and I'm gonna get their opinion on the burger, see what they think. Cool beans. The staff are really friendly. They said that he'd be coming tomorrow. soon. City Walk actually opened last year during the Jeddah season, but the only time I've been motivated to come down here is just to try out this burger. I hate crowds. So this has been the main reason why I'm here. I'm surprised why he's going with curly fries, because those are like the most average fries. And he criticizes fries all the time.
هسه اصور لك صورة احترافية.
I think calling anything a 10 out of 10 sets up a really high, almost unattainable standard. It also is impossible to please every person's taste. I appreciated that Mike actually allowed for his burgers to be edited. I actually had them exactly the same, the way they were supposed to be had. Especially since I'm a fan of all that stuff, all the pickles, all the onions, and all that jazz. So I wanted to try it the way it's supposed to be tried. My friend, on the other hand, edited a few things, got rid of the pickles. Now, is this a 10 out of 10? For me, when I'm so like, when you say 10 out of 10, that means I'm gonna start comparing it to all the different burgers and flavors that I've had throughout the years. So it's really difficult for me to give this a 10 out of 10. Just because there's so much variety and the standards are so high. So I'll give you a very simple example. When I was in Switzerland, me and my cousins had this burger that had sauteed onions in like a sweet chili sauce, and it was grilled on top of that burger. For me, this burger definitely doesn't top that burger. So I can't give this a 10 out of 10. Now, technically, if this was like, you're comparing it to your average, like American LA burgers, I would say this is a 10 out of 10. Yes, technically this is a 10 out of 10 if you're comparing it to your standard burgers. If you're comparing it to all American cheeseburgers, I'm a cheese lover. American cheese isn't my favorite cheese either, you know. I'm a fan of blue cheese, I'm a fan of goat cheese, but again, you know, that's just my taste, and it's acquired taste. Not everybody likes blue cheese and that stuff, right? A lot of people don't like it. But you know, that's just my palate. Those are the different flavors that I'm really into. Like, I like a little smoked, like a charred potato bun. I agree with him on the potato bun. I agree with him on the Wagyu beef. Nice soft Wagyu beef. And then the onions, the pickles, everything's great. I would have gone a little bit less with the sauce just because the burger, don't kill me, Mike, but you know, just because the burger is just super greasy. It's cooked in its own burger fat, you know, so I would go less with like the mayo, or I don't know what the sauce is made out of, but that's what it tasted like predominantly. It's super greasy, like especially afterwards when I went on the rides, you could really feel those oils in your stomach. So I would go less with the mayo, just because it's already filled with fat, right? But that's what he's going for. He's going for that melt in your mouth burger. So technically, for what he's going for, and I understand what he's doing, this is a 10 out of 10. But if I'm gonna be comparing it to all the different flavors I've had, it doesn't top that. It's the next day today, and I'm craving the burger again, so that's a good sign. And we have the two top burgers in Saudi are the Section B burger. I don't know if he's tried it. Section B, and then the other one is graffiti that I really like, with the stuffed cheeses and between the meats. And I actually think he has both of those beat. You have both of those beat. So you know, overall, I think it's a banger burger. I think technically is a 10 out of 10 for what he's going for. You know, if with just less sauce, slightly less sauce. I'm not saying, you know, crazy less. I think it's a perfect 10 out of 10 for your standard American. Like if you're comparing this to all the LA burgers, if you're comparing this to your average, on the street burgers, sure, right? But if you're a person who I like portobello mushrooms, I like sauteed onions, I like, caramelized stuff, I like Wagyu, I like that smoky, charred taste on the buns, so that's just my taste. I like a fancy cheese. I'm not crazy about American cheese. I really am not. And that was a really strong, American cheese. And I'm a cheese lover, so it's very interesting how he melted it in there. I think it's a great burger. I think it would be a hit with the young folks, young dudes here in Saudi who love it. There were a lot of guys eating that burger, just coughing it down. Congratulations, and wish you the best. My father actually owns one of the top radio stations in Saudi, listened to by the majority of the young demographic. I actually would love to have you on there, and I think it would be a great promotion for your burger shop before it closes down, if you want to appeal to the youth. If you're in town and if you're if you're interested, Mike. And it was a pleasure to eat at your chain. It's incredible to see how far you came, and I think this is absolutely incredible, and it's a great burger. Congrats. But yes, power to you. This is a great burger for what it is, for what it aims to be. Melts in your mouth instantly. Wagyu beef, onions, cheese, it pickles, it's perfect. Potato bun, awesome. Slightly less sauce, and that's, for me, it's phenomenal. And I'm craving it next day, so definitely a great sign. And you beat the 2 top burger places in Saudi, so amazing work, Mike Majlak. And if you're interested in promoting it on the radio show, we would be honored to have you. If you wanted to hear my humble opinion and my humble advice, I would say call this place. I would call the place the Night Shift rather than 10 out of 10. Like in the future, if you plan to open more chains, I would call it the Night Shift. I just think Night Shift is a catchier name. 10 out of 10 puts that standard too high, and you never know. Maybe the staff goes down in its quality. Maybe with one person has one bad burger, and then it just ruins the whole. It's just such a high thing to live up to the whole time, every time. So I think by calling it the Night Shift, which is a super catchy name, and then maybe have one burger be like the 10 out of 10, or like Mike's 10 out of 10, burger. I think then you open up, the possibility to have different flavors and maybe incorporate all the different flavors you had throughout your travels, into the burgers. That would be my humble opinion, but overall, good luck. This is a great start. It's amazing. Congratulations.